Hello. So this video obviously is a little bit different from usual because like usually I would just be vlogging, which is literally all I ever film, and I feel like it's probably getting a little bit boring. So a little bit of a different video for today, and I'm actually really excited. This video is going to be like new routine, new mindset, new habits, how to be the bitch that you want to be. Like, you know how you have this vision in your head of who you want to be, and like you know what they do, how they act. I have this person in my head, and like I know this person that like I know the way I want to live, and it's not even that far out of reach. Like some of it's a bit like yeah, I kind of would need money to have this and be like this, you know, but half of it's all just about the mindset and like my thoughts and my feelings and the decisions that I make on how I react to situations. So that's basically what this video is going to be. It's going to be like how to live your happiest and healthiest lifestyle. Not that I'm an expert of it, but it's going to kind of be like just talking about the different aspects of life which I think contributes to like your mental health and being present in the moment and becoming the best version of yourself. I'm going to be speaking a lot about things, and it's going to be really hypocritical because I'm going to be saying like, oh, you should be doing this, this and this, but I don't even do them. When I say things, it's kind of like I'm speaking to myself, you know? But yeah, okay, let's just jump straight in. How many hours of sleep are you getting a night? You should be getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night. I get 8 hours of sleep a night most nights, sometimes it is less than that. You should be every single night getting 8 hours of sleep. If you're not getting 8 hours of sleep, then you're having a bad day. I don't care if frigging Ryan Reynolds comes and proposes, like you're having a bad day. And you need to go to sleep and wake up at the same time every single day. Your body like needs to have a routine. It needs to like rely on something. So if you're waking up at 7 a.m. one day but then like 2 p.m. the next day, like your body's just not going to function properly. You need to have a schedule, and I feel like that's going to be kind of hard for some people. Like obviously I'm at uni, but my uni's a little bit different, but most uni students don't, like they're going out, you know, like 3 times a week or whatever, so they're not getting to sleep till like 5 in the morning some nights. Obviously they're not going to wake up super early, like they're going to lie in and sleep till like 12 or something. I don't really know what to suggest with that. Like I just feel like obviously don't be like, you're at uni, have fun, but I don't really live that experience, so I can't really speak on that. I think it's so important to have a routine, and I feel like there's a whole stigma that like you can't have a routine and have fun. Like there's a balance. You can, it's not either one. It's not like, okay, you live a happy and healthy lifestyle and you wake up and go to sleep at the same time every day, you're boring. No, like you can still have fun. It's finding joy in like deeper things, not just being drunk, you know? And personally, if I was living the lifestyle of a uni student, I'd be having a mental breakdown every single day, and I'm not gonna lie, that is what most uni students do. So I mean, if that works for you, then go for it. Your body relies on sleep. If you don't get enough sleep, you're not gonna be able to absorb the amount of knowledge that you need to be absorbing. You might absorb it, but like it's going in one ear and out the other. You're not gonna retain it. Your brain's just not gonna be switched on properly. You might get pissed off really easy and like, I don't know, have an argument with someone that could have been prevented. You'll eat badly because you're just like tired and you won't be on your top form. Say you're doing exercise or something, you could injure yourself because you're not properly rested, so your body's tired. It's not gonna like use its muscles properly. Eating, it's pretty simple. Like what you're putting into your body is what your body
that you could.
I don't want to talk too much about this because I don't know what I'm talking about. If you're hungry, eat. Don't monitor it massively because that's how you can form bad relationships with food. And food is like amazing. Food is so good. Food is our fuel for our body, and that's all. There's nothing more than that. It does give us a little bit of pleasure. Well, it brings me massive pleasure. Don't know about you. I think one thing in terms of eating, one thing I want to get better at is not eating when I'm not hungry. Sometimes I'll just find myself bored, so I'll just go and have a snack, and then I'll just instantly regret it, and I'll just feel bad afterward. Not like feel bad mentally, like I physically feel like it was just unnecessary to eat that, and then I just feel like, oh, you know? If you're hungry, go and eat. That's your body literally telling you that it needs its fuel, because food is just fuel for your body. I would say everything, like you could eat anything, you can drink anything in moderation, everything is fine. Fun fact, 90% of your serotonin comes from your gut, so if you're constantly eating junk food, you'll never be in a good mood. Eat healthy. Obviously have treat days, have a takeaway every once in a while, but for the most part, eat healthy because it will make you feel good. Tell me right now that 90% of the time when you go and eat, say you're like craving a chocolate bar or something and you go and eat it, 90% of the time afterward you feel bad. Not like bad like, fuck, why did I just eat the chocolate bar? Like bad, like you physically like, oh, that didn't even fulfill what I needed it to fulfill. If you're like craving sugar, go and get like an apple or an orange because like it will fulfill your sugar cravings, but you'll actually feel good afterward because it's a different type of sugar. Don't eat 2 hours before going to bed. I think that's like a thing. Like your body doesn't digest. Oh, you shouldn't eat after 6 o'clock, which is kind of really early. Like that's too early. I definitely do be eating after 6 o'clock. But if you eat too late, it doesn't digest because, oh no, wait, that's it. Yeah, this is it. So if you eat too late, when you go to sleep, you know how your body repairs itself when it's sleeping? All of the blood is going to your digestive system to digest the food rather than going to your body to repair your body and shit. Water. You should be drinking 3 liters of water a day at least. This is a liter. I like this one. I just drink 3 of these a day. Social media. I could talk days about social media. I hate it. It's awful. Literally so bad. Like I never ever go on social media and come off feeling good about myself. Very few of the times that I've been on social media, I've come off being like, yeah, damn, I fucking love social media. Like, you know? It either just makes me feel bad about myself, makes me feel lazy, makes me get FOMO, makes me feel like I've just wasted about an hour of my life because I just have wasted an hour of my life. It gives me a headache because I'm looking at a screen. Makes me feel like I'm disconnected from the world, makes me hate our generation, makes me literally contemplate my whole life. Sometimes I'll see something funny and I'm like, yeah, damn, that's good. The only thing I would miss about Instagram is the quotes. Like, you know, when you just get like given those quotes and they're really good, but it's like, I've definitely heard that quote before, just in a different order. There's only so many times Instagram can tell me to like forgive myself or that I only live once and I need to go and do things, you know? So that's the only thing I would miss about Instagram, but you can definitely get quotes and shit like elsewhere. Without all the toxicity that Instagram brings. I'm not even gonna say don't have it because it's literally, I don't wanna say impossible because I don't wanna have that attitude. Hopefully at some point in our lifetime, or maybe the next generation, social media won't be a thing because it's just so damaging to us. It is a part of our life, it's a part of all, like every aspect of our life, like our relationships, our work, our career, everything. I personally need Instagram because for like my industry as like a dancer and a performer, when I'm in the industry, like that's how I'm gonna promote myself, you know, and like that's gonna be another way people are gonna like see me, you know, and see what I have to offer, like my portfolio. I think I would lose more by getting rid of it. I just think you need to be so careful with how you use it and really monitor how long you're spending on it and what you're looking at. I think that's really important. It is hard because obviously the temptation is there, and sometimes when you're bored you're just like, okay, I'll go on my phone, but I just hate it so much. I just hate how, like, when I'm in public or on the bus, like, everyone is on their phone, including myself. Like, I'm not gonna lie and say, like, yeah, whenever I'm, like, I never go on my phone. I just, like, take in nature because I do, obviously, like, say I'm, like, walking in college and I see someone that I know, but I don't really know that well. So you have to have that kind of awkward, like, small talk conversation where you're like, hi, how are you? But you don't really mean it, and you're like walking past each other as you say it, so you're not really listening to their response. Those conversations, like sometimes I will try to avoid them by like pretending that I'm on my phone. So I'll like get my phone out and be like, you know, and that is just so, am I that incapable of having a small conversation with someone? Like, that's awful. I should connect with people on a day-to-day basis. I should look them in the eye and, you know, get their energy. I hate that technology is such a massive part of our lives now. Like, I really, really hate it. Like, I feel like I'm hardwired to go on my phone sometimes, and I hate it. I feel like I'm literally brainwashed. I think with Instagram, I'm gonna really try and not go on it unless I'm promoting or posting something on my feed or posting something on my story. Be really disciplined with how much time you spend on it when you're going on it. If you're waking up and the first thing you're doing is going on Instagram or Snapchat, babes, what the fuck? Like, no, you should not be going on your phone or any technology, apart from if it's to turn your fucking alarm off, until an hour into your day. Or at least half an hour into your day. Like, if you have to go on your phone to, like, check, I don't know, your emails or whatever, just wait at least half an hour of the day. Like, let your body just, like, wake up and adjust to the day. Like, are you that connected to your phone that the only time you can't go on it is when you're literally subconsciously not awake? Like, you're literally not there. That's bad. I'm being so hypocritical right now. Like, this is literally what I do. I'm telling myself this. If that's the first thing, that's the first sort of, like, experience you're having as soon as you wake up so bad. And like literally, if you go on Instagram when you first wake up and you see something that puts you in a bad mood, that's it. You just set off on such a bad foot on the rest of your day. I'll do my skincare while I'm doing this. To kill two birds with one stone. Yeah, I just hate how disconnected we as a generation are, including myself. I feel like I'm pretty aware of how disconnected I am, so at least I am aware of it. Because some people be ignorant to that shit, and it's really bad. Go and watch this. Everyone will have heard of it, but it's the Diary of the CEO podcast, and they do YouTube videos. The Diary of the CEO, they have such good podcasts on like 3 steps to cure happiness, and they're like proper scientists and things. How to finally stop procrastinating, overcoming self-doubt, controlling your life. So that might be quite interesting to go and watch, because they have like proper facts, because these people are researchers and stuff, and they go and you know, speak to cool people around the world and get proper information about it. Look at your screen time often. Like, I don't care if it's painful to look at how many hours of the day. It's good. Like, you need to be scared by your screen time, because if you're spending more than like 4 hours a day on just your phone, I'm sorry, no. You need to take a good long hard look in the mirror and sort your life out. Yeah. Read. Reading is enjoyable. Reading is entertainment. If you think about it, reading is just like watching a movie, but it's in healthy form. So if you get to the end of your day and you're like, oh, I need to chill now, I need to wind down, let's watch a cute movie, let's watch a YouTube video, let's watch my favorite show, let's do a podcast. Read instead, because it's just as entertaining and it's also good for your body. You're looking at something that's paper and not technology. So it's actually a good way to wind down. It also gets you tired, and it's also good for your just general speaking. It's really good for you, and it might be slow, but it will help you improve your attention span, because the whole reason that we have such a low attention span and such a bad attention span is because we are watching 15-second TikTok videos. Oh, I forgot to mention, delete TikTok. I have not had TikTok. Sorry to just quickly step back to social media, but I have not had TikTok since October, because I am superior to everyone. Yeah, the reason we have such a low attention span is because we're watching 15-second TikTok videos and we're like still getting bored. We're like, next. We shouldn't be like getting that much information and that many different like emotions. Like, you be crying 1 second and then you're laughing your head off the next second. That's just like toxic. That's back and forth. Read. It helps you to be patient. It helps you to actually like gain an interest in something and then like look forward to it. I'm reading a book right now about spirituality. This is the book, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. Meditation. Y'all should be meditating. Everyone should be meditating. Again, I'm being hypocritical. Like, I will probably meditate once every like 3 weeks when I remember that it's a thing. But we should be meditating. Like, we should be grounding ourselves. We should be like present in the moment. Like, this is something that scares me so much, as if it's like looking back in years to come and being like, oh my God, I've literally lived the past 30 years of my life just being so blindly to what's actually going on in front of me because of other people's opinions and what I think I look like and my thoughts and social media. You know, like, I just want to live in the present. Like, the present is literally all we've got. The past and the future do not exist. Whatever you're doing, just commit to it. Like, even if you're scrolling on TikTok, immerse yourself in it. Like, really understand what you're watching, you know? Because it's your time, and time is something that we just don't have and we can't get back. Like, time is the most expensive thing ever. Whatever you're doing, just be present in it. You should just meditate at least once a day, just to ground yourself. I don't want to live my life just blindly and so ignorant to like true connection to myself. Not even like other people. Like, yes, definitely to other people, but to myself especially. So just meditate. It will ground yourself. It will put things into perspective. It will help you be present in the moment, and it will help you if you have anxiety, if you struggle with overthinking. It's a great way to start and end your day. I use sleep meditation every day, and it gets me to sleep like that. Journaling. I think journaling can be an icky topic. It's one of those topics that's super vague and you just expect to know what to do. But it kind of can be anything you want to write about on a day-to-day basis. Like, no one's going to read it. It's not for anything. It doesn't have to answer anything. There's no right or wrong way to journal. I would do it when you wake up and when you go to sleep. When you wake up, it should be kind of setting intentions for the day, any goals, anything you want to achieve, maybe things you're grateful for. And then at the end of the day, you could talk about everything that happened during the day and how it made you feel and how you learned from it, you know, all of that. This is a journal template. So you write down your mood out of 10. And then you ask, how can I make this a 10 out of 10? You could write down 3 things you're grateful for that day. Then you could write down a few affirmations, just I am, blah, blah, blah. And then you could write down, I let go of, ... anything that's holding you back, bothering you, happened that day that got on your nerves or you felt like you failed or whatever. Also, I heard this thing on just a video on Instagram or something. This woman and her parents always would ask, when they got back from school at the dinner table, they'd be like, oh, did you fail today? Like, what did you fail at today? Like, they wanted them to fail at something. And it was like, if they didn't fail at something, it was like, oh, damn. Like, they were like almost annoyed that they didn't fail at something. And I thought that was so great. So maybe you could like write down like, oh, today I failed at this. And it could be like, oh, I was doing push-ups in my workout routine and I couldn't do my last one and I failed to get back up. But like, that is an achievement, you know, because like the whole point is like to do things to fail, and then like the next time you might not fail, you know, you get like a little bit stronger, you're pushing your boundaries, you're pushing your limits, you know. You could say like, oh, 3 negative things that happened today and how I'm gonna, what my perspective is on it. Or you know what you could do is you could write down, say like a negative thing happened that day, say your car broke down or something and it's really expensive to fix it. You could write down the situation that happened, the bad thing that happened, and then you could write down 2 little arrows, the positive aspect or perspective that I could look at it, or the negative perspective that I could take on it. And you like write it down and you literally give yourself the options, and then it's like you decide how you take it. It's your perspective, it's your choice as to how you see everything that happens. Also in your journal routine, you could write down your intentions of the day. TikTok was just full of like aesthetic, just nonsense, honestly. Like, people would just like take nice videos and write something like really vague and motivational on it, and like it really actually did touch my heart at the time. But like, I would see 15 of them every single day and my life didn't change. I'll just read you what it says. As soon as you allow yourself to fully be here and let go of the expectation of where you think you should be, you will find yourself exactly where you are meant to be. Damn, that was a mouthful. Him like in a boat on the ocean, and it's the music. Like, I'm obviously gonna be like, oh my god, what the fuck, you know? It's just so like glorified. It's like, it's not that pretty, it's not that aesthetic. It's just like raw and organic and contentness. Like, I don't know, I feel like people think that being mentally happy is like, oh my god, you're just like in the best mood all the time ever. But no, it's just like being content with what's going on. It's just like letting go and just realizing that like what you have is like fine. Like, there'll be some really bad days, there'll be some great days, and it's fine. It's like being in touch with yourself and knowing that like you're gonna be here for when you go through all of them. Yeah, I'm really glad I deleted TikTok. I literally never miss it, ever. Oh my god, I actually did love this TikTok. I'll just repeat it because the quote was really good. Never regret a single day in your life. Good days give you happiness, bad days give experience, boring days give motivation, the worst days give you lessons, and the best days give you memories. But yeah, that's a journal routine if you wanted to try journaling, which you definitely should. My bum is like numb from like sitting down. Wake up, bitch. Self-care, 100% should be a priority of yours. You should make time for it. And I don't care if you've got things to do. In your new routine, you should allow yourself time at the beginning and the end of the day just for yourself. And this can be included in your like self-care routine. Maybe give yourself an hour in the morning and an hour in the evening. Say you go to bed at 10 o'clock and your self-care routine begins at 9 o'clock. You should stop whatever you're doing at 9 o'clock. Like, I don't care if it's super urgent, stop what it's doing. Like, unless it literally is detrimental to your life, stop. Just have a self-care routine and respect it. Give it the time that it needs and do it every single day. Like, stick to it because it's super important. You can't just do it once a week when you remember. Exercise. I think the general person should be exercising every day. Definitely get some fresh air every single day. You should 100% be leaving your house or your flat or wherever you are every single day. If you can't work out every single day, go on a walk. Goals. I think you should be constantly making goals, writing them down, short term and long term, how you're going to achieve them. Set little like dates for yourself. Set them, like it will keep you on your toes. It will keep you kind of aware of these goals, because sometimes I'll think of a goal and I'll think, I really want to like read more, but then I'll just, I won't do it. But if I'm constantly like writing it down and I'm like thinking about it and I'm like giving it an intention, then I'll think about it and I'll incorporate it into my day. Like before I go to bed, I'll read. It could be a part of your journal routine. It could be like, oh, 3 short-term goals that I want to do this week, and then by the end of the week you could be like, did you complete them? You know, keep monitoring it. It's a good way to motivate yourself and keep challenging yourself and keep pushing yourself to do new things. Who you surround yourself with. They say that you are gonna become the people you surround yourself with. Obviously, it's pretty obvious, like you're with them all the time. You know how when you like get a new friend and you start picking up on their lingo and like, I don't know, they'll say something which you never have said before, and you'll start saying it. It's because you're around them. Like it's natural to pick up on other people's behaviors and other people's mindsets. Think about, I don't know, when you met someone and they were really negative about something and they were just like, oh, like I hate this so much, it drags so much, and you didn't really have an opinion of it, and then all of a sudden you start to think like, oh yeah, I guess it does drag a bit, like, oh, I kind of hate it too. You just pick up on other people's opinions and behaviors and habits and the way they act in certain situations, and you'll just naturally pick it up because you're around them all the time. You know who you should surround yourself with. Do they make you feel good about yourself? Are they supportive? Do they make you feel seen? Do they listen to you? Do they ask you about what's going on in your life? Do they care about you, you know? Okay, this is the last thing I want to talk about. Your environment. Oh my God. Your environment is so freaking important. We all know the quote, messy room, messy mind. So true. You should decorate your room how you feel necessary to you. Obviously, there's no right or wrong. Like everyone's gonna have a different vibe and a different like aesthetic. But whatever makes you feel the most content and inspired and welcoming, you know, like makes you feel the most comfortable. I would invest time and money and effort into making your room a nice environment, because you're going to be spending so much of your time in there. You spend most of your time in this one room. It should be very much you. You should feel nice in your room. You should want to be in your room. You should be excited when you're in your room, you know, it should have a nice energy and a nice aura. So I think it's so important to invest time to maintain the cleanliness of your room. Just clean your room, okay? It's where you spend all of your time. Like, you need to have a clean room. It should be organized. Your desk should be organized. Your bed should be made every single morning. Maybe you want to have some candles to like get the energy going in the morning when you wake up or when you come home. You could maybe burn some incense. You could have some crystals. You know, you can make it however you want it, but your environment is so 100% important, and it really will affect your mood. A few things I want to get to spice up my environment. I need to get a vision board. How do I not have a vision board? You should get a vision board. Like if you've got loads of goals and you're a visual person, get a vision board. So on my wall over here, I have free prints. You get like 40 free prints every single month. You have to pay for delivery. I think it's only like £3. I'm gonna create a vision board, and I'm gonna like create a Pinterest vision board so I can like look at it every day and like remind myself of what I'm going for and like make it aesthetic, because obviously like if something's aesthetic, you're gonna like want to do it more, you know? So I want my room to be like filled with pictures of like things that I want to achieve and quotes. If you've got like a famous quote, if you've got a quote that you love and you live by and you channel whenever you do anything, print that bitch out on like an A10 poster and put it on your wall. You'll wake up and you'll feel inspired and you'll want to get on with the day, okay? Download some organizational apps. If you're a kind of person who uses your phone a lot, you're not a writing kind of person, get a to-do list on your phone and keep track of all on one app of the to-do list and reminders and goals and shit. Get it on your app. Keep yourself organized. I just wanted to finish this off by saying, you don't need money or aesthetic or other people to be happy. You genuinely just need yourself and a good, positive mindset. Genuinely, like I promise you. Those aspects that I've just spoken about, I think are super important to your mental health and your life, and they will 100% affect your day to day. Don't live so ignorantly to these things. Like, Don't just live getting like 5 hours of sleep every night and eating junk food every day and being on social media all spare hours of the day and not really like being present in the moment and not really like having deep and meaningful connections with people. Technology is so temporary if you really think about it in like the grand scheme of things. It's not that beneficial to us at all. It's not going to be here forever. It's never going to benefit us massively, so I would not invest most of your time into it. It's so not worth it. I would really learn to be present in the moment. I think that's the most important thing you should learn to do. Being content with yourself, being self-assured. With this like foundation, with all of these, if you did all of this shit, like you exercised every day and you got 8 hours of sleep and you drank 3 liters of water a day and you ate moderately healthy and you was present in the moment and you journaled your thoughts and you meditated and you didn't spend too much time on social media and you read and you gained knowledge about the things that you want to do in life and you had meaningful conversations with people, you would actually be such a fucking boss ass bitch. Like you would actually be this like image that you have in your head. Like you actually can become it. It's like these little habits that will make you become this person. It's not like, oh, one day something's gonna happen, I'm gonna just become really rich and famous and then I'm gonna be able to be this bad bitch person. No, it starts now. Like it's just these little habits that will actually change your life. But the rest of the video is basically gonna be Saturday of showing you what my routine is like. Wake up at 6, go to bed at 10. I'll show you what my morning and my evening routine looks like and little habits that I do during the day. I'll speak about how much time I'm spending on social media. I'll speak about how much water I'm drinking and I'll keep a little water update going. And I will see you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Night, bitches.
I would like you to visualize and feel as if they are. The closer you get to the doors, the more you enter the glowing area of positivity.
He can't take care of you like this. Now you're lost.
Oh. It's good for you. Look how pretty the sunset is. Bottle number 3. that is the end of the video. Before I close it, I just wanted to quickly show you my journal, a journal template for you if you wanted to see it. This is like my journal template. I haven't actually wrote anything, but these are the questions that I would use. How am I feeling out of 10? How can I make this a 10 out of 10? What am I grateful for? What am I letting go of? What are my intentions for the day? Did I fail at anything today? Did I learn anything today? Did anything negative happen? How do I feel about it? Like, what's my perspective going to be on it? Goals for the day, and a feeling check-in box there. Overall, the routine, I would so encourage it. Like, now that I've been doing it for a few days, it's hard, I'm not gonna lie. It makes me feel more organized. It makes me feel not so overwhelmed. If I've got loads of shit to do and I'm stressed, it helps me to just kind of like anchor myself and center myself and ground myself. And I think that is super important, because sometimes we can get so in our heads. Meditation, I love it. If you like really struggle to concentrate on something for a long time, you could just put it in the background while you're doing your skincare or something in the morning, or while you're falling to sleep. It helps me get to sleep so fast. So if you like struggle with insomnia, you could try listening to a sleep meditation before you go to sleep, or like a sleep hypnosis, or like a sleep story. If you're someone who struggles to wake up in the morning, like actually get out of bed in the morning, a morning meditation is so good, because it's like helping me wake up, but slowly and gradually, and it's not super like my alarm's just like, you know. The snacking and eating I did find really hard, because I'm at home on the weekends. When I'm at college, I don't find it that hard to not snack, but when I'm at home, I'm bored, and the temptation is right in the other room, so I can so easily go get food. And so I did struggle not snacking, but I just found I was snacking on healthier things. Like I had a yogurt and oranges and apples, you know, rather than like chocolate bars and chocolate cookies. I don't really struggle that much with waking up or going to sleep anymore, because I just have a body clock. But trust me, 2 months ago, I could not wake up for shit. Like, I could not do it. It was so painful. In the mornings, I would genuinely contemplate my whole life. I would think of any excuse not to go into college, or just basically not to get out of bed. I literally questioned like my whole career choices, everything. But now it's so easy, and it's just because I'm used to it, and it's because I make my mornings enjoyable, and it's because I make my mornings longer. I literally used to wake up like 15 minutes before I had to leave, and it was so painful and draining. So try and not do that. Also, routines take a long time to become natural and become, what's the word, like habitual. Habits take, I think, 23 days to become a habit. So if you can't get something on the first day or the first week or the first 2 weeks, it's because it's not a habit yet. You need to stick to it until it becomes a natural reaction to something. I think that's the definition of a habit. Oh, also, while we're on the topic of habits, I just got this book, Atomic Habits, and it's about tiny changes, remarkable results. These small changes will have a transformative effect on your career, your relationships, and your life. International bestseller, which I don't really know what that means anymore, because I feel like every single book is some sort of bestseller. But it does have the definition of a habit in here, so I will quickly read it out for you. A habit is a routine or practice performed regularly, an automatic response to a specific situation. So the more you do something, the more it will become a habit. So stick to it. Thanks for watching. Bye.